city is on edge.
You don't want National Guard on every corner. This is where the ask comes. I can do this on my own, or we can work together.
You tried lightly this time.
You're gonna make a mess.
Yeah, well, I love making messes.
Maybe there's some justice in the world. Someone cares about the truth.
You make sure the right thing's done.
It's bigger than the two of us now.
What was your impression, obviously coming in, getting your chance in 03, what was your impression of a young D. Wade?
Man, so Green, when he came down to Miami, like I had been overseas, but I felt like when he came down to Miami, like he was real quiet. Didn't say much. Only time you really saw like an aggressive side or like a side that really was like forceful was on the basketball court, man. Even off the basketball court, he didn't talk much, but we spent so much time together, man. We were living in the Mutiny Hotel. Me, D. Wade was staying in the Mutiny Hotel, and OJ. OJ was staying in the Mutiny Hotel too. We was staying down there at the Mutiny Hotel. I see y'all had D. Wade on y'all show. I wish y'all would have asked D. Wade about OJ when he stayed in the Mutiny skit. Hey, listen.
You talk about the juice?
The juice.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. OJ. Hey, listen, OJ, listen, I don't want to get off. OJ woman tried to holler at D. Wade. I say, D. Wade, listen here. I say that, and I think that's how me and D. Wade got close. I say, listen here, that's OJ woman, boy. I say, boy, that's OJ woman, boy. I say, though, maybe I had to call little people over here. Yeah, me and D. Wade was living in the Mutiny, man, and OJ woman tried to holler at D. Wade. So, man, I told D. Wade off rip, man, listen, man, I don't know that's OJ woman. I don't know if he did it or he didn't do it, but we might have to handle him if he come over here playing. But we literally spent that summer together, man. When people talk about Miami Heat coaching, man, it's really a culture, man. You build a bond through the work ethic. And that's what people don't understand is we really build our bond through working together and pushing each other. So me and D. Wade spent that whole summer together. Our workouts in the morning we was at the track at UM running. We was over there at the arena for our basketball and our weights. Afternoon, we would go over to Zoe in Overtown. We would go to Zoe Gym and play pickup. There was a lot of pros in town in the summer. And then at night, we would go back over to the arena. We would get our shots up. And that's literally how me and D. Wade spent our whole summer. That was it. You know what I'm saying? It was me and him. And just like the same thing, you in my city, man, and I'm going to look out. You come to the old girl crib, you're going to get something to eat. We're going to ride through the hood. I'm going to make sure my people take care of you. When the time D. Wade went out, where ain't nobody tap on the shoulder and say, hey, I'm your D homeboy. You straight. You need anything, just let me know. And that's just how it was.
Yeah, I didn't use that line before. I'm UD homeboy.
Hey, listen. Before. And I done used that line before too, Stat Jack. Everybody knows what it is. Real recognize real. You real recognize real, man. You in certain places, you tap in, man. You already know what it is.
Yes,
you got to do it. You got to do it. If I'm in LA, yeah, I'm at homeboy for sure. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know. I don't want no problems. I'm at homeboy. Yes, sir.
None.
I don't want none of that. At all. I'm too old for that, man. I'm 40, man. I got more time behind me than I do ahead of me, man. I don't want no problems, man.
Straight
I'm
up.
with you on that one.
So what was it like, the growth, coming in as a rookie? When did you kind of see him start making his stride?
Man, wow. Sheesh. I think when they moved him to the point guard. I want to say it was maybe halfway through our last season. They moved him to halfway through our first season. I don't think people remember that. D. Wade played point, his first year. And I think about halfway through our first season is when he moved to point guard, is when he kind of finally started like coming into his own. Maybe he felt more comfortable just having the ball in his hand all the time. It wasn't because he was making plays for no damn body, I'll tell you that. But he might have felt more comfortable. He might have just felt more comfortable having the ball in his hands all the time. Because he started getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? He started getting to the money. He started getting his bag, his pull-up. He was getting to the basket. I never seen nobody get to the basket the way he was able to get to the basket. You couldn't stop him to get into the basket if you wanted to. Like, no matter what you did, you couldn't stop him from getting to the basket. And then once he started hitting people with that pull-up and all that shit like that, I mean, it was just a different ball game, man. I mean, people look at the move that he made. I think, it always goes back. That took us to our first playoffs. We won our first playoff series against New Orleans. That move, he had the ball. We ISO'd him up top against BD. Shout out to BD. A real one. Another real one. Shout out to BD, man. He ISO'd at the top against BD, and he made a tough shot, man. I think, from that point on, D. Wade's, his legend just, kept going from that point.
That's dope.
D-Wade was the king of rejecting screens.
What?
The reject your ass off, won't he?
My
To
goodness,
the baseline and go dunk that bitch.
Man,
Every time, bro.
Great. He was great at that, man. He was really great at that, man. And then he started that Euro, and
That
he
Euro,
didn't start
yep.
it, but obviously he took
He
it
mastered-
and he made it a
he
little
mastered
more.
it.
Yeah, he made it more athletic and started dunking people with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Euro was a layup. He would Euro and dunk your ass.
That young D-Wade was dunking that bitch.
Yeah, he Euro and dunk your ass, man.
You got a chance to play with one of the greatest two guards ever. Not only was he your teammate, but it was your brother. What was it like watching his run, his greatness, him leaving, and then coming back and finishing the right way? What was that like for you as a brother to be right next to him during that time?
Man, I felt slightly well, first of all, when he left, I had no issues with that. You know what I'm saying? For me, you right or wrong, you take sides with your dog. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ride with D-Wade regardless. D-Wade know that. I'm always gonna ride with D-Wade. He know that. And that's till the wheels fall off this shit. So whatever he wanted to do, I had his back. That's probably the strongest our relationship has gotten, because we really made an effort. We really had to make an effort to keep in touch with each other. You know what I'm saying? Before, we was just in each other's face every day. It was just natural. You know what I'm saying? And you know how easy it is when you see somebody every day just to keep in touch. And then when they trade it, or next year they with somebody else, y'all don't even talk no more. You know what I'm saying? So when D-Wade was gone, we actually talked more about shit besides basketball than we ever did. Life. You know what I'm saying? Are you happy? Are you happy off the court? You know what I'm saying? Because then we started to realize what true happiness was. And that shit had nothing to do with basketball. All our life up until that point, we thought it had to do with basketball. We thought it was on the court. You know what I'm saying? And I think at that time in D-Wade's life, you know what I'm saying, we really started to understand what true happiness was. True happiness is doing what you want to do. True happiness is going back to your hometown and playing. I've experienced that. I know how powerful that can be. I know the impact you can have on your city if you're able to bring a championship, or you're able to do that for your city and lead them to that. So I understood him taking that chance and wanting to be able to have the opportunity to feel that, and want to be an opportunity to do that for Chicago. I know what that feels like. And as a friend, you support somebody that does that. So for me, I was very supportive of him. Fast forward to when he came back, man, God bless the dead, we had to go to our agent, you know, Henry Thomas's funeral. And after the funeral, you know, D-Wade and I on the plane, and we just talking, man, and you know, I'm just telling him, you know, we got to finish, you know, with this shit, how we started, we got to finish it. We got to finish it. You know, Hank would want us to finish it. You know, it's just, you know, if you come to Miami and you just see and you understand the impact that you're able to have on the next generation, as well as what I'm able to have, because you'll play. They'll put you out there. So your impact will go even further than mine. And, you know, me and D-Wade laugh and we joke about it, but man, maybe Hank heard that conversation from upstairs, man, because literally about 2 weeks later, you know, D-Wade was moved down to Miami. He was traded from Cleveland down to Miami. And I think that was a resurrection for, you know, our team. And I think that was a resurrection for him. You know, things didn't go the way he wanted it to go in Cleveland, you know, or Chicago. And I think that was also a resurrection for me, man, because, you know, I was probably on my way out, man, and it had nothing to do with the heat. But, you know, for me, it just wasn't as fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I think that my brother brought that back to me.